Shannon and Connor stood guard in front of the door to the Golden Land. Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. Here we go. Attempt number 2. Well, actually, as in, hopefully this is recording the screen. I checked the last recording. We were recording the screen and the audio were good. Whew, the audio mixing sounded good enough. Hopefully this goes as cleanly as that one did. But yeah, welcome back. The fleet of goats is approaching, and Battler, Lambda, and Angie plan to go to the City of Books. Now, this part is a continuation of that. We're gonna see how that's going to turn out. I already know a little bit of what happens, but I don't know everything actually. I don't, because again, this is the last part I recorded before I had to, before I had to re-record stuff. So after this part, the video that comes out after this part, everything is going to be new to me as well. So let's go. That's the plan. The plan is to get through to where I ended off at before the recording's messed up. So here we go. And let's not waste any time. I don't want to waste my own time. I don't waste all of your time. Let's go. To recap last part, I guess, we had Hachiru Toya hanging out with Hachiru Ikiko, and we got to know more about them together. Got to know more about Toya, more about Ikiko, and then we went to the Golden Land where Angie returned because they found her in the Sea of Nothingness or whatever, right? Angie found her, Beato found her there and stuff, and they revived her, and she was welcomed by her family and all that. A great emotional moment. And yeah, at the end there, they plan to go to the City of Books to stop Burn, and her plans to spread out the diary, Ella's diary, to everyone. So alright, here we go. They glare quietly and fiercely at the eerie fleet of ships across the horizon. Sharon slowly lifted her hands. Canon also raised his right hand, and a blade that trailed red appeared there. Kill! They could see a single dinghy leave the fleet and approach them. They couldn't tell if it was a messenger or the first wave. Sharon and Canon watched it cautiously. At the head of that dinghy rowed by goats stood Erika. Where had she gotten that headgear from? Maybe she was trying to act the part of the fleet's leader. The object on top of Erika's head, as she glared at them with an audacious smile, appeared to be a pirate hat. Oh right, that's another thing man, my reaction to Erika holding a pirate, being a pirate, leading the fleet of pirates. Erika is the queen of the pirates. I've come to the raw terms. Okay. She's wearing a pirate hat and everything, and you see this in the game as well. When I played Golden Fantasia, the fighting game, I saw her in this form as well, wearing that pirate hat. So that was fun. I also saw the ships and all that stuff. And the Sea of Books is also a world in the Golden Fantasia game that you fight in. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that before. I might have mentioned that in one of my scrap videos. But yes, the Sea of Books, I remember playing that in the fighting game, that area. Shannon kind of looked at each other, because the one offering the steel. It wasn't likely to be anything agreeable. However, if they turned her away, the attack would probably begin at once. Since they were in a firmly inferior position, they wanted to buy time by any means they could. At Shannon's nod, Canon raised his sword. The Golden Land was filled with a hard downpour accompanied by occasional thunder. Realizing that this weather spoke for their emotions, Erika smiled even more boldly. At the center of the Golden Land was the arbor surrounded by the Golden Rose Garden. A large number of humans and fantasy creatures were there, arguing about something. Oh yeah, they're arguing. They're arguing real bad, Erika. Hey Erika, focus on that. On that. They're arguing. Hey Erika, what do you think they're arguing, Erika? Erika, what do you think they're arguing? Even without asking, it was easy to guess the nature of the debate by their anguished expressions. After all, in this life or death situation, they didn't have many options they could take. In the direction Erika was being led, with her goat guards alongside her, Beato stood waiting, accompanied by the Chester sister troops. Noticing Beato, Erika gave a bow that at least appeared graceful. Beato followed suit and gave the sort of graceful bow that was barely seen from her. As though hinting that she was more than ready to go through with this farce, Beato introduced herself boldly and requested that Erika do the same. Let's get down to business.
お喜びください。我ら図書に名誉と保護を与えし司書の艦隊はあなた方に名誉ある朗報をもって参上しました。一つ、図書の都は無限の魔女ベアトリーチャによって生み出されたゲーム版を名誉ある厳選されたる図書に認定されましたことを報告いたします。
それは名誉なことである。
このゲーム版は非常に興味深くかつ独創的で研究価値の高いものです。すべての市民に公開される価値のあるものです。よって図書の都は我らにこのゲーム版に永遠の名誉と保護を与えることを命ぜられました。
くどいしながらとっとと本題を言え。
本ゲーム版のすべてを名誉ある図書の都に譲渡することを要求します。これは本ゲーム版とその駒にとって最高の名誉の保護です。
嫌だと
すべての市民に共有されるべき名誉文化を私的独占する罪で告発されます。我々はあなたに対しすべての市民の権利と利益を保護するため攻撃を開始することを通告します。
その攻撃で市民の共有財産が破壊されるのは構わない。
名誉図書保護法の規定により名誉文化私的独占を犯す犯罪者がこれを盾に籠城を試みる場合、執行官隊は大本院の許可を持って保護より逮捕を優先することが許されます。もちろんすでに大本院の許可状はこちらにございます。
ついでにその逮捕は生死を問わぬと書いてありそうだ。
おや、よくこんな小さい文字が読めますね。では茶番は以上です。
Tiny letters.
ぶっちゃけどうします？
そなたの要求をのむどのような利点があるのか。
お互い無駄な仕事をしなくて済みます。そしてあなたの勇敢にして名誉ある方が図書の都にて誉れ高く終章に記されるでしょう。分かってますよね。あなたは絶対勝てません。これは戦いでさえね。井戸の底で上を見上げるあなたに石をぶつけるだけの一方的なものなのですから。
わらわに選べる。図書館の魔女たちがわらわの最後をいかに記すかだけというわけ。
あとはあなた次第です。もしあなたがこのゲーム版を愛おしく思うなら、駒たちは末永く大勢の市民に愛され、その役目を永遠に続けることができるでしょう。
つまり好き放 代に生み出した惨劇を永遠に繰り返すというこ
あんたがしてきたことと何か違う
とない。以上ならばわらわの答えを聞かせる。
の？どうぞ。
Erica tensed slightly. After all, this was the great Lady Beatrice she was dealing with. She might shout, "Here's my answer," dramatically and do something crazy. They say a cornered rat is the most dangerous. Furthermore, Erica had intel telling her that the great Lady Lambda Delta, Witch of the Senate, had been spending her time inside the Golden Land, though only as a theater goer. Erica needed to carry out this noble task that her master had assigned her, and she had to carry it out perfectly. If she was honest, she wanted to make Beato raise a white flag, even by trickery if necessary. So, even though this was a farce, she held back from giving any unneeded provocation. She gulped and tried to size Beato up. And then, with a pathetic expression on her face, Beato let out a sigh.
素直に言う。わらわはもう疲れた。
それは
わらわのゲームはバトラとの戦いを終えた時点ですでになのに、その後の都合で何度もゲームが繰り返されたのだ。わらわは正直もう疲れている。
正直全く想像していないお返事でした。では降伏なさると？本気で？
ぶっちゃけるとどっちでもよい。降伏でもそなたらに討ち取られるのでもどっちでもよい。わらわは誰の手であっても構わぬから、このゲーム版とその物語が幕を下ろすことを望んでいる。
Of course, that was a lie. She knew she couldn't win even if she fought. For now, their best option was to play for time. They would fix Erika's attention to the spot, and during that time, Batra and the others would steal the key from Byrne while she was completely off her guard. And once they had the key, they would return to the Golden Land, use that key to let Angie open the door to the future, and see her off. Great plan. That was their goal. Everything after that would be inside the cat box, and you would live on into the future with hope. And know whether Beato and the others were alive or dead. That was enough. The only strategy Beato and the others could use to achieve this was to buy time.
降伏してくれるなら拍子抜けではありますが、私も手間が省けて助かります。
ところがそうそのだな。そなたも存じておろうが、今日は我らにドラマチックなクライマックスを提供せよと。
それはひどいわがままですね。10万の兵力を要する我が艦隊にすでに解き終えたパズルを絞り出すのあんたたちがほんの数十人でどう抵抗させようというのです。
そうなんだ、そうなのだ。戦力差は圧倒的。戦いにさえならぬと我らは言っておるのだが、そのラムダデルタ教が彼女の友人たちを集めて共闘するから徹底抗戦せよと言って聞かん。
ラムダデルタ教の
Unlike Byrne, who kept to herself, Lambda had many friends. Her friends and patrons were all formidable, including monsters that had become legends in their own lifetimes and territory lords commanding vast influence over their respective domains. In all seriousness, her fan club, as she so called it, had enough size and influence that no one would have been overly surprised if it had suddenly declared itself an independent nation right in the middle of the Sea of Fragments. Dang, she's looking good. She's got a whole fan club, let's go. I'm part of it, by the way. I'm part of the Lambda fan club.
困ったことに、さっきから勝手に各地に電話を繰り返し、友人知人を呼びつけておるのだ。
Of course, this was all a lie. Lambda had turned into a small candy comet and was now shooting towards the city of books with Battler and Angie and Tao. So, to make sure that Lambda's and Battler's absences were not noticed, everyone was crowded around the arbor pretending to argue furiously with each other.
バトラ様、我ら煉獄の七
玉砕には反対だ。死んで咲く果実などありは。
あなたは腰抜けです。生きて領収の恥ずかしめを受けるなど考え。 生きてこそチャンスを待てることもあります。
そうですとも、短期は損期とも申します。
ナトラ、大ラムダデルタ様が力を貸してくれるってんだろ。
どうかや、男には決断の時があるんやで。
決断は
Oops.
降伏すれば乱暴はしないかも。そんなことあるわけないわよ。あんたそれでもオスラよ。
Hey, vamos.
牙はどこに行ったのよ。
Where are your fangs, Sakataro?
どうせ死ぬなら豚。あんたバカ、そういうのを犬死にって言うのよ。
Like a dog.
ラムダ
Wolf
デル
pig.
タさんの呼び寄せる援軍の力次第ですな。
ラムダデルタさん、本当にあなたのお友達はあいつらに勝てるだけの力があるの？
賭けね、降伏して死ぬか、賭けに出て敗れて死ぬか。
あら、なら賭けに出た方が生き残れる可能性は高いってことになるわ。
大法院は名誉ある幸福には慈悲を与えるでしょう。
バッカ元老院だろ。どうせなんだかんだ言って全員断頭台に決まったら。
とにかく皆さん冷静に頭を冷やしましょう。私はことを荒立てることには反対です。
君こそ冷静になるべきじゃないかい。相互確証破壊という戦略もある。仮に勝てないにせよ、こちらもただで済ます気はないという戦略は相手への抑止になる。
つまりよ、そっちがやる気ならこっちもただじゃ死なねえぜってことだぜ。
ラムダデルタの友達はみんなすごいよ。みんなすごい伝説と武勇伝を持つすっごい魔女や怪物、悪魔や神様がいっぱいなんだから。あんなお船が星と同じ数を並べていたって一息で吹き飛ばしてしまうよ。
大丈夫でしょうか。私たちの演技蹴取られないでしょうか。
問題ない。お前ももっと語気を強めてしゃべる。無礼講に行け。
腰抜けどもめ、最後に一花咲かせてやろうという気概を。ちょっとお待ちください。戦いを望む者がいることもお忘れなく。
Oh no, Gora. This is where Gora messes things up for everybody.
私は降参が良いかと思います。
No, Gora. Don't be saying that.
ゴーダー、この敗北主義者め。
Oh, Kinzo, you're right. Gora truly is a fool.
痛い親方様、演技出すので、あいたたたたたた。
さあさあ、
当選かしら。どうなのかしら。それは誰にもわからない。
Nobody knows.
個人的にはわらわは幸福を望んでいる。
TLDR, they're arguing. And that's convincing to Erika.
どうせ役目を終えるのなら、せめて自分が生み出したこのゲーム版はそのままに保存されることを望む。もうこれ以上わらわのゲーム版をラムダデルタ教に好き放題されるのはごめんなのにな。
こちらこそごめんです。あんたとは戦いに来ましたが、ラムダデルタ教の友人は私の相手に同行です。
Even Erika's scared of them. Secretly, Erika's getting worried at these complicated developments. And she was relieved that she hadn't pushed too hard earlier on. She wanted to curry favor with Beato and end this with a bloodless takeover. Even the great Lady Lamdelta probably wouldn't seriously think of picking a fight with the Senate. Her motive was probably something much more trivial, a simple desire to watch the game board's final fireworks from a front row seat. However, if she really did have some fireworks of her own prepared, it was at least possible that this could turn into a ruckus that Erika would have no chance of quelling. Beato saw all this going on in Erika's mind. All this. So, she continued to act with an even more pathetic expression on her face. Even among witches, her acting ability was a top notch. That's what I'm saying.
そなたもどうか力を かしてはくれぬか。
She tricked me for the entire duration of the question marks. That it was epic. Episode 3, she tricked me so hard in so many ways, not just in the obvious way, but also in the meta way. Like she S-class actor.
わらわのゲーム版が美しい姿のまま保存されるように。やはりあの賑やかな御人を客人として招いたのは失敗だった。とほほほ。
わかります。私もことを荒立てずに済むならそうしたいです。で、私はどのような協力をすれば？
わらわたちはさっきから降伏か降戦か議論を続けている。わらわもそれに戻り降伏を主張し、ラムダデルタ教にこのゲーム版を壊してしまうような大騒ぎはやめてほしいと頼むつもり。
それは助かります。で、どうしよ
う。わらわたちに議論の時間を保証してほしい。何しろそなたらの船がぐるりと取り囲み、いつ攻撃されるかもわからぬと緊張感に耐えかねて皆破れかぶれになっておるのだ。だからそなたが我らに議論の時間を保証してくれれば、一同が冷静になれる時間を取り戻せるだろう。わらわもラムダデルタ教を説得できる十分な時間を得られる。
いいでしょう。時間はいかほど必要ですか？
できれば気前よく無制限とはいかぬか。期限があれば結局は残り時間が少なくなるとまたみんな破れかぶれになり、過激な意見に統一されてしまう。
そりゃそうですね。導火線の大事なのは火がその議論の前に導火線の長さなどどうでも。
ではしばし時間をもらえるか。
わかりました。議論の時間を保証します。ただし無期限ではありません。私はここで皆さんの議論を聞きながら。
それがだな、そなたの姿が見えていてはやはり皆緊張してしまって。
私はすでに譲歩をしました。今度はあなたが私に譲歩をする番ではありませんか？
They were some distance away from the arbor, but still just about close enough that one could get a general idea of what was going on. It might just barely be possible to hide the fact that Batter and Lambda were missing, to convincingly pretend to be engaged in a white-hot argument in gridlock. But absolutely nothing was safe at this distance. If it were possible, they would rather have kept Erika waiting much further away. They had planned to set up a seat of honor for their guest at one of the far corners of the garden maze.
何か問題でも？
わかったわかった。そう怖い顔をするでない。ならここでしばらく待つがよい。秘密会議であるからな。そなたはだな、この線よりこちらに来てはならぬぞ。
Better draw a line in the ground with her foot.
わらわの顔も立てよ。そなたがこれだけ寛大な配慮をしてくれたことはわらわにとって何よりの武器となるのだ。
椅子もらえます？
わかったわかった。シエスタ隊よ、すぐにエリカ殿にお椅子と傘を。手ぬぐいもな。わらわが自ら拭いてピカピカにしてから差し上げようぞ。
Yeah, I noticed that too. That was fun.
周囲はいかがでございましたか？
Her smile. Yeah. Oops, wrong button. Alright. Come on. Be back. There we go.
今年の主演女優賞はわらわで決まりだぞ。さすがベアトリー
う。僕たちにできることは激論を交わし紛糾しことがこじれれば面倒なことになると演出することだけだ。
これもまたバトラたちを援護する戦いである。皆気を引き締めよ。本気で激論し罵倒せよ。よいな。
はい、親方様。
The sight of Gora, his cheek red and swollen from being pinched, made everyone snort, but they quickly covered their mouths and put fingers to their lips. Then, everyone nodded at each other, and the fake argument resumed. Eric was sitting in the chair that Tushiesa's sisters had brought her, filling out code on the details of the negotiation. The Go would probably return and tell the rest of the fleet. The fleet would tell Byrne, and Byrne might think of some plan to deal with the situation or give new orders. The conversation with the goat ended, it spun around. It would return to the dinghy and report on this to the fleet. It left the rose bushes behind and passed through the garden maze, heading towards the door that led outside. Would it really be okay to let that goat reach the boats? If it made it back, Erika's support would reach Byrne's ears. The Jester sisters spoke through a secret channel that only they could use.
2秒に音も許さないにもうじきエリカの認識半径を抜けます。船頭のヤギの認識半径に到達するまでの推定10秒間暗殺は実行可能です。
ベアトリーチェ卿、暗殺許可をやれます。エリカに気取らせます。許可しない。軍師が制限時間を切らずに船を出ると思うか。連絡がなくば決められた時間の後に攻撃を開始せよと命じられ、そのヤギを見逃せ。WO 了解。
The goat passed through the door. Then, after receiving a silent bow from Shannon and Cannon, it got on the dinghy and returned to the fleet. The fleet will probably follow Erika's orders and stand by until an attack order was given. That gave the residents of the Golden Land a chance to assassinate Erika, but of course that wasn't going to be possible, practically speaking. She was Byrne's greatest underling and a witch who controlled truth. Tricking her was all they could hope for. Anything else would be wishful thinking.
あんたたちも座ったらどうです？
我らのことはお構いなくなります。
Without any hint that she had just been talking about assassinations, Double O stood upright with her hands clasped behind her back. Surrender or resist until the end. The false argument resumed. Just how well and how long could they be able to trick Erika? Yes, the final fight for the Golden Land had already begun.
バトル、ここは我らに任せよ。そなたはエンジェル。最後のゲームを取り返すのだ。
So now we got over to Battler, NGN, and Lambda. They're in the City of Books.
なんてバカでかい図書館だ。
この一冊一冊に私たちのような物語が記されてるんですって。
ここは神様の世界だな。
あんたたち風情が立ち入っていい場所じゃないってことが
After passing through the barrier, the three of them had finally made it inside the City of Books. For some time, they were overcome by the countless otherworldly sights before them, but they quickly remembered their original objective.
いい？まず勘違いしないでほしいの。あんたたちはベルンと戦いに来たわ。でもそれはベルンと直接戦って倒すとか、そういう。
分かってる。
そもそも大ベアドリーチェと互角にあんたが戦えたのはゲーム版の上で互角なルールに守られて戦っていたからよ。ゲーム版を出ればあんたなんかバチンって叩かれて手のひらのシミになる程度の存在なんだからね。それを忘れるんじゃないわよ。そうよね。ここはもう私たちの知るゲーム版じゃない。
俺たちは戦いに来たんじゃない。取り戻しに来ただけだ。
そういうこと。一なる真実の書の公開を妨げること。それだけが目的であんたたちのそこを勘違いしちゃダメよ。
Battler and Angie nodded to show their understanding.
一なる真実の書は パーティーのど真ん中に堂々と飾られてるから奪い返すのは不可能よ。
So you gotta steal the key.
でも式次第によると鍵が入場してくることになってる。
That's the plan.
ということは鍵は別の場所に保管されているわけか。
そこが無防備という保証はないけどね。
あとはあんたたちの運次第よ。せいぜい幸運を祈るのね。隠れて。
Lambda pulled her head back from around the corner of a bookshelf. The others hurriedly followed suit. In the distance, they saw emerald green light floating about and leaving trails. Burns familiars.
あれはベルンの使い魔の猫よ。今日はあちこちを巡回して見張っているわ。
私たちが来ることも読まれてる。
Nope.
違うわ。ここは広大だからね。迷子になるアンポンタンな来客を迷子センターにお連れするためのスタッフ猫よ。
Lost children.
俺たちが行きたいのは迷子センターじゃねえからな。
見つかりそうになったらやる？
よした方がいいわ。よその領地やゲーム版ならともかく、ここはベルンのホームグラウンドよ。あの猫一匹で猛獣の群れに囲まれたくらいの危機感は持つことね。しかも猫よ。勘も鋭いし仲間も呼ぶわ。気取られたらその時は覚悟しなさい。私も助けないからね。あんたたちをここへ連れ込んだだけでかなり厄介。
You're a goat, Lambda.
私が降参すれば裸にひんむかれて最悪のゲロカスかけら巡り100年くらいで許してもらえるかも。素敵だわ。私にもベルンの気持ちがちょっとは理解できるようになるかもね。
Lambda wasn't laughing. Most likely, even this punishment she spoke of was pretty optimistic. Despite saying that she won't offer any more help, she's already risking everything. And for what?
決まってんでしょ。
Lambda brushed her hair back and grinned.
あんたたちが最高のハッピーエンドを見せてくれるからでしょうが。
Yeah, Lambda hugged her heads at the same time, making their foreheads bump together. So yeah, I've already seen this this spread, so I won't talk too much about it, but it's pretty cool seeing Battery Engine, Lambda plan up like this. Man, this is great. Alright.
見せなさいよ。絶対。
見せてやるぜ。絶対のハッピーエンド。
絶対に取り返す。行くわよ。こっちよ。静かに泳いで。
The three of them swam out into the darkness of the deep ocean trench that was the City of Books. In that massive, vast trench of bookshelves, they vanished into the darkness almost immediately. The library defied the common sense of the human world. The City of Books. The word city was no exaggeration, and it was filled with the green, glowing eyes of Burns' countless cat familiars. Trying to count them would be almost as crazy as counting all the fish in the ocean. They formed schools that swam all over the place. Look out for any fools who might miraculously have managed to slip in and disturb their master's party. How? After this group was found, the cats would report it instantly. Probably from a pack, open their large mouths and swallow them in a single gulp. There would be no fight. In this place, Bathurst's party would be swallowed like tiny fishes if they were discovered. The warships surrounding the Golden Land were well more than 100 strong. Each of them had dozens of cannons pointing at the door to the Golden Land. The ghosts that packed the decks of the ships numbered in the tens of thousands. Each one of them carried anti-magic toxin in their fangs, potent enough to completely deny each of the game board pieces one by one. This time, they would chew apart and eat away everything. A crowd of ghosts unleashed their rotten breath and dangling drool. At the time, Erika, who wanted to avoid trouble and hoped Beato would be able to convince Lambda to surrender peacefully, was sitting alone, calmly enjoying the tea Rona had poured for her. Of course, even Erika wasn't planning to give them unlimited time. In her mind, she had already decided to allow them 3 yons before stepping in.
意外に悪くないものです。あのペアとか海賊主義者で面白いからみんなを説得してるのも流れるね。
あの短気だったお嬢様が 次の紅茶はいかがですか。古今東西あらゆる名茶をどうかごゆっくりお楽しみくださいませ。
ランプの出役番について手伝って仲間を集めてまさか
The master cat shook its head and then continued to dispassionately meow its purport. Then continued.
そこまでバカじゃないアウアを敵に回すような真似をしてどういうことになるかわからないことないはず
Oh wow! Even she said this, Bryn was chewing away at her thumbnail.
あの子ああ見えて妙な友人が多いのよ。それもとびきりの化け物でそれでも元老院の盾つく側につくなんて
It was possible. She could think of many monsters among Nanda's friends who would love to see a losing side get support and make a comeback victory. Before she realized it, the finger Bryn was biting was covered with sweat.
焼きかねないあの子たまに電話よ早く
The cat leapt away and flew back with the phone and receiver.
あの子の友人たちに電話するわ。バカなゲームに関わらないようにって警告しなくちゃ。電話番号なんで私って番号登録してないのに。
Because you don't have friends!
電話のお作法って最初はもしもしでよかったんだったかしら。
Seeing Bryn so nervous is always fun. Meow! The golden key was being kept in a room inside the city of books. However, perhaps the room wasn't a fitting word to use. It was large enough that you could probably fit two domed baseball stadiums in it, one atop the other. Amen. Read. In it. Even so, in the city, these were called rooms. Floating in the center of this vast room were several sacred magic circles. Wrapped around by these magic circles was Angi's gold key. Surrounding this were countless emerald green stars, which looked like a slowly revolving planetarium. Those eyes, as numerous as the stars, were all glaring in the same direction. They're protecting the key. And there's Avatrice!
ね怖い目をして私は味方でしょ忘れた
Now the cat's kitty paddled towards Eva, meowing that no one was allowed to enter this room.
ベルンカステル教よりこの鍵の警護を仰せつかったわだからここは私に任せてあんたたちはどっかに行っちゃってちょうだいな
Shinja Eva! After looking at each other with suspicious eyes, the cats glared at Eva again, as though saying that she hadn't heard any such order. They hadn't.
猫って体柔らかいのねじゃあカメレオン
Let's go, Eva. Teach as she's going in. Eva lifted up her golden staff, and a particular circular pattern of red lines covered the floor and ceiling of the vast room. The reaction from the cats was lightning fast. They realized instantly that this was hostile behavior. But is it fast enough? Is the reaction fast enough? The entire emerald green constellation writhed and became a single massive deep sea fish, which charged Eva with its massive mouth open wide. However, at the same time, the red lines and massive spider webs on the floor and the ceiling came crashing together and crushed the fish, twisted it, spun it around and around, and compressed it to the side of a small ball. Then, that ball-shaped thing burst open, and nothing left. It all happened in an instant.
へそでも噛んで死んじゃえば
Shinjaiba! The the witch hunters were holding a convention in the event hall. After all, once the Shuma Eva's diary was opened, the endless cat box would be lost, along with the countless imagined stories that had entertained them for so long. So, this final convention was a time for them to air their best theories one last time. The cat box was soon to be opened. While that did give them a slightly lonely feeling, they couldn't contain their excitement as intellectual rapists. Not when they knew that the Rockinjima mystery was finally going to be solved once and for all. I can't get over that intellectual R word. I can't believe that. Since the first time it's been mentioned, I can handle it. There was a girl out there who was going to be hurt by the opening of that box. However, their jaws and fangs couldn't care less. The witch-hunting goat nobles kept licking their lips, wanted to chew apart the guts of Beatrice's cat box as soon as they could. Seated upon a grand throne the size of a pillar, Fazarine listened in on the nonsense being spewed from the mouths of the goat nobles. A black cat wearing a cape silently appeared and whispered something to Fazarine's ear. Lambda Delta!
いいや、よい。すべて私の筋書き通りに進んで、巫女の耳には入れずともよい。
The cat bowed humbly and vanished. Fazarine raised her wine glass high and laughed as she looked through it to the light of the chandelier, which was as beautiful and majestic as the moon.
これで素晴らしい労働の鬼が十分であろう。ただ物語を紡いでいるのは誰なのか。私がそなたに、それともそなたが私に。
Do you think, Fazarine? As Battler's group moved forward, darting from bookshelf to bookshelf while avoiding the eyes of the cats, they found something strange. Written with a faintly glowing red substance was a letter and an arrow. K! That's what it looked like to them.
私たちが近づいたらこの文字が浮かび上がった。これは私たちに向けてのメッセージ。ここに私たち以外で味方をしてくれる誰かがいるってこと。
I wonder who that is.
いるのか俺たちに味方なんて。
Yes, there is, and Angie knows who it is. And he traced the red arrow with her finger. It was written with very faint strings that had been twisted together. Stickiest red strings that, when touched, melted like cotton candy and clung to the fingers. Always been on your side.
どうして保証できんのよ。
いや俺にも分かったラムこれを書いたやつは信用できる多分安全に鍵のありかへたどり着ける
いいのね。じゃあ行きましょう。あまりもたもたしていられない。ありがとうお母さん。
Ah, that one hit. Calling Eva a Kasan hit. The argument over whether they should surrender or fight continued without signs of stopping. Every now and then a small fight would break out, which fortunately ended up delaying Erika's third yawn. However, they didn't know how long they would have to continue this fake fight. Keeping this high level of tension going was physically stressful. The instant they tired out and the tension faded, Erika would probably demand a verdict. They had to constantly appear to be trapped and agitated. It was a battle of wariness and tension. This was their fight. Erika waited patiently. Now that she had tired of tea, she was watching Ronove perform some magic tricks and seemed to be quite enjoying herself. Even Ronove, who was usually aloof from the world, was fighting. If Erika got bored and lost her patience with them, an all-out attack would probably begin at once. Even he was putting everything he had into the fight to buy time for Battler's group. As the fiercest leader in the argument, Beata were at the quickest. She breathed heavily, and her face was so pale it seemed she might faint at any moment.
ベアトしっかりそのテンションを続けて体力が続かない
急に泣き出したふりをしてしばらく休んでその間を私たちがつなぐ
まだ大丈夫であると。やるぞ。もう一度。おう、行くぞ。さあ誰から行く。一番槍の欲しいものは。
ではゴーダ参ります。ここ
Oh,
は
Goda.
戦いです。
You mess things up for everybody every time, man.
戦わずして敗北を受け入れることなど。
What are you doing, Goda?
私は最初からここは戦い抜くべきだと申し上げております。
ちょっと待ってください。
Yeah, Erika. Yeah, clock that. Erika suddenly rose from her chair. Goda, you ruin it for everybody every time, man. Robert tried to coax her back into her seat, but Erika's attention was completely focused on those arguing under the arbor.
私は探偵です。聞いたことは録音するかのように記憶できます。
And Goda messed up.
それは無論知っているとも。
The worst part is, I noticed that Goda messed up before Erika's reaction last when in the scrap recording, but now I can't show it to prove to y'all, so I can only tell you that it's up to you to believe me. If you have heart, you'll believe me that I noticed beforehand, but since I already know what's going to happen next, I guess you already know that I can't prove to you that I'm just claiming that I know because I already know, actually already know, so oh well.
そなたは優秀な探偵でもあるからな。
あんたに興味ありません。
Oof!
ゴーダさん、私の質問に答えてください。
はい。私めが何かご無礼をいたしましたでしょうか。
ちょっとお待ちください。戦いを望まる者がいることもお忘れなく。私は降参が良いかと思います。私がここに訪れて一番最初に聞いたあなたの発言です。ですが今、あなたはこうおっしゃいました。ここは戦うべきです。戦わずして敗北を受け入れることなど言語道断です。私は最初からここは戦い抜くべきだと申し上げております。そう言いました。
いや、そんなことも申し上げたでしょうか。
議論の中で意見が変わることも時にあるかと思います。
そうですとも。他の皆さんも先ほどからどちらがいいか迷っておりまして、時に意見を変えられることも。
いいえ、あなたたちの議論は一貫して誰も意見を変えていません。たった今、唐突にゴーダさんだけがその主張を逆転させました。しかもゴーダさんに対する他の人間からの発言を振り返っても、彼が主張を逆転させるに足るものがあったとは思えません。
An uncomfortable, damp wind blew by. Everyone was silent, frozen as though time had stopped. In that silence, Erika continued with a blank expression.
以上から導き出される推理は2つです。1つはゴーダさんにもともと意見はなく、その適当なことを言ういい加減な人間である。
He's just a loser.
もう1つはゴーダさんに限らず、そもそも誰も意見などなく、議論そのものがあなたたちの目的であるというものです。
それは考えすぎではないか。わらわたちは必死に今後の運命を議論している。時に普段は考えられぬ心変わりがあってもおかしくはない。
意味もなく議論を延長することに意味があるとすれば、時間を稼ぐこと。あなたたちは時間を稼ぐと何が有利になるのです？ラムダデルタ教の援軍がやってくるからですか？それも違います。なぜならあなたたちは先ほどから時折ラムダデルタ教やバトラに話しかけているのですが、それに対する返事が一度たりとも私の耳に聞こえません。以上すべてから考えて導き出される推理は一つです。
Lady Lambda Delta and Battle are not here now. and that these people have won Lady Lambda's assistance with Lady Lambda Delta and Battler probably planning to sneak into the City of Books. In which case, their goal is probably to steal back the Golden Key and Engie. And your plan was to act as bait and buy time until their mission was complete.
ただゴーダさんがセリフを言い間違えたフルダエリカにはこの程度の推理が可能です
And a deduction like this becomes trivial for Fruit Erika. Your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen?
いかがです皆様方
With a blank, yet ruthless expression, Erika spoke these words and returned to her seat. Everyone else was frozen, unable to move. No one spoke. However, time was moving. As evidence, a bed of sweat, bead of sweat dripped down someone's cheek, fell, and hit the table with a tiny yet audible splat. Let's go. They're going in. Chesters are going in, and the Seven Sisters are going in. And World End Dominator is playing. Then Frozen Time shattered, and in the same instant, the white chair Erika had been sitting in broke apart. The stakes of the Seven Sisters of Purgatory and the high-level velocity rounds from the Chester Sisters had obliterated the chair at exactly the same time. And a few moments after that, the Erika sitting in that chair faded and vanished. Woo! Vanished. In an instant, Erika had moved to a spot behind her chair. Her expression remained as blank as it had been. However, there was now something in her hand that wasn't there before. Her scythe. As the 7 lightning strikes of the 7 sisters raced at her once more, she battered all of them away with her scythe. Erika lifted her left hand, the one that wasn't holding the scythe. Which doesn't make sense because in her sprite, the sprite shows her holding the scythe with her left hand, so they can even mirror the sprite and have her holding it with her right hand. I remember having a complete like this when I recorded this the first time as well. It's not like the first time I'm mentioning this. Come on, Erika, do better. Lift your right hand instead, not your left hand, if you're gonna be accurate with the sprite, bruh. But actually, the sprite came after the text, didn't it? So it should be the sprite that should be changed, not the text. Mirror Erika. Let's go! And I think... No wait, not yet, never mind. I was gonna say I think that's where the chapter ends, but not yet. Wait, that is where the chapter ends, but I think this is where I ended the video. That point in time. I think so. So we're gonna end things off there. I think this is where I ended it. Yes. Because I remember Burns saying, I see, thank you, Tira and Biao. Okay, yes. This is where I ended it when I was, okay, we're finally caught up. Okay, finally. Hopefully the screen would record it for this part. Hopefully I don't have to re-record this. And alright. From here on, everything that I record will be actually new to me. And I haven't read it before. So everything up until now, I'd already read before. But from here on out, don't worry. We're going to continue reading blind. So next part is going to be blind read through. Alright. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are enjoying this. It sucks what happened in the last 2 parts, but it is what it is. We're here now though. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this at least as much as I enjoyed reading it, or at least as much as I enjoyed reading it the first time, because now reading the second time, I already know what's going on. But I hope you guys enjoy watching this anyway. If you're a first time first time watching, reading Mineko along with me, then I hope this has been enjoyable for you. And okay, see you guys next time, next part for more Mineko. Yes, I think we're probably not that far off from the end now, but yeah, I'm gonna end things up there. Yes, IL. Peace.